Okay. Can you please tell me your name?
My name is Angelique Negroni Kearse. That's ANGELIQUENEGRONI-KEARSE. I am the wife of Andrew Kearse. That's ANDREWKEARSE.
All right. And can you maybe tell me why are we here today?
I'm here to demand justice for him, for them to reopen the case, prosecute the officers, jail or kill the cops, and to pass his law, which is called the Andrew Kearse Act.
Okay, can you tell me a little bit about the case and what happened?
Yes, on May 11, 2017, my husband just came home from doing 2 years and only lasted 15 days. My husband begged for his life over 17 times within 17 minutes just to die 1 minute before he got to the police station. Before George Floyd, there was Andrew Kearse. He said, "I can't breathe," 11 times, just like him. Well, just like Eric Garner. You can see me?
Yeah, you're good.
Okay. As soon as he got to the police station, my husband was dead, and they dragged him out of the cop car, placed him on the concrete, and it took another 5 minutes for them to do CPR. All the while he was in the car, he was getting, as he's dying, he was getting how can I say? I'm sorry. I apologize.
No, go ahead.
All the while he was in the car, the officer was thinking that my husband was lying. My husband stated that he couldn't breathe, that he was getting numb, and he felt dizzy. And each and every time the officer, his cries for help, he was blatantly excusing his pleas for help. Andrew said, literally, I said, "I can't breathe," and that he needed help, and he just ignored his cry like a serial killer with no empathy. So it went to the grand jury. The grand jury failed to indict Officer Mark Weeks and as well as the other officers. It took 2 years in order for me to pass his law, which is called the Andrew Kearse Act, and that's passed in New York City. And that states that if anybody can't breathe and has any kind of medical distress, or the officers or COs, because you know when the COs, they think the inmates is lying as well, that they be held and get a civil charge. As well as last year of June of 2020, I got it into the Senate with Elizabeth Warren and Ayanna Pressley, and it got read onto the Senate floor twice. This past May, on his anniversary, it got reintroduced into the Senate with Ayanna Pressley, Elizabeth Warren, and AOC. So now when it does get passed, it states that it will get a criminal and civil charge as well. So it needs to pass in order for everybody to get any medical attention. Who wouldn't want that, right? Who wouldn't want medical attention? Right? It goes for that. Screw black, white, Latinic. I'm coming. It goes for people. It's medical attention. Who wouldn't want it? So let's pass this law and help me pass it, because it'll save so many.
Do you remember the name of the officers?
The main one is Mark Weeks.
Okay.
And that's the one that was in the police car, and he didn't get no indictments, and he took himself off the job on leave. As he was on leave, he got married. He opened a bus company from Schenectady to New York, so that's like a slap in my face. And then he got back on the job. It took October of last year for the chief of police to finally call me to acknowledge that they did wrong by Andrew, but that still they wasn't gonna fire Officer Mark Weeks. So where's the justice in that? You know you did wrong, you know he killed him, but he's still on the job.
Right.
So I keep saying, this is my slogan, and this is for all officers. If you want a life of crime with no jail time, just be a cop. And it shouldn't even be like that. They're here to protect and serve, right? Work for us, but it's not like that.
Do you know what's a way that we could honor Andrew? What can we do to honor his image, his name? What can we do from our end?
Well, to honor Andrew is to have this law passed nationally. because when it passed in New York City, it was a wave of, I could breathe a little bit. So I can just imagine when it does pass nationally, that it's just like, oh wow, I did it, and I got his name and his legacy could live on. I also got his foundation up in March, which is called the Andrew Kearse Foundation. So if anybody wants to donate or help in any kind of way, because I do have 7 children, and our last one, which is Buttercup, she doesn't know her father. You can help in any kind of way. Thank you.
All right. Well, that would conclude our interview for today.
Thank you.
Okay?
Okay.
Okay.